Once you played it, you can't get it out of your head.
The toilet over there will bring you luck, so give it up.
PlayStation.
I don't have an intro, so we're just gonna start this shit. Let's head back to September 1995, when Sony Computer Entertainment released its first console, the PlayStation. It's crazy to think that Sony and Nintendo almost made a console together, but unfortunately, it didn't come to fruition. It was obviously for the best because the PlayStation was a huge success, and as of 2023, is the 5th highest selling console of all time. The PlayStation was home to a lot of huge franchises, like Crash Bandicoot, Spyro, Tomb Raider, Gran Turismo, Metal Gear, and Final Fantasy, just to name a few. However, on December 6, 1996, a new rhythm game was developed by... I can't pronounce the name, my bad. Anyways, that character ended up being... The game was Parappa the Rapper, if you didn't know. Yo, who the fuck is Jonah Lucas? The game was designed by this man right here. I don't know his name, I'm sorry. At the time, he was already in the band. However, he hated being in music videos, so he started working on interactive software as an alternative outlet. The game started development back in 1994, and at the time, Sony Computer Entertainment was attempting to produce as many games as it could. Parappa drew some inspiration from Paper Mario in terms of his art style. This makes sense because Parappa in Japanese translates to paper thin. After the creator decided on a music game, they went through multiple ideas, such as having the game centered around singing or playing the guitar. Did you know that Parappa was originally supposed to be a shrimp? That's crazy. Eventually, they decided that rap was the genre they were going for. The creator wrote the lyrics, and all the music was recorded in New York. 1996 rolled around, and Parappa the Rapper was released on PlayStation. The game was both a critical and financial success, and spawned an anime, a spin-off game, and a sequel, which we'll get into later. I didn't get into the series until like 2016, and became obsessed with making a proper video for this character. I made one back then, but... I was 14, y'all gotta cut me some slack. I have a few things I want to cover, so let's go ahead and just start with the OG.
Once you played it, you can't get it out of your head.
The other day, I was called a little turkey.
But I'm a chicken, got it? You beef jerky?
Parappa the Rapper doesn't exactly have a story, it just jumps from one event to the next. For characters, we have Parappa, his love interest Sunny Funny, and his two friends, PJ and Katie. There's also Boxy Boy, but he doesn't say anything. This game only has 6 songs. The first level is with Master Onion. Parappa wants to learn how to fight, so we'll go to Master Onion to learn. He essentially teaches you how to play. Next, Parappa wants to learn how to drive to impress Sunny Funny, so the next level is with the driving instructor. Mussolina? I don't know how to say that, man. Easily my second favorite level in this game. The third level is with Prince Fleaswallow. After Parappa crashes his car, he works at a flea market of all places to earn some money. Afterward, Parappa tries to buy a cake for a picnic. Unfortunately, Parappa drops the cake. Thankfully for him, Cheep Cheep Chicken teaches him how to bake a cake in time. Parappa eats too many pieces of cake and now has to use the restroom. Coincidentally, all of his previous teachers had to go as well, so they rap for a chance to use the restroom. Personally, I would have just cut in front of everybody, but hey, that's just me. The final song is a concert starring Parappa and MCing King Kong, and featuring all of his teachers, and after that, the game ends. Story-wise, the game is very basic, but that's not what you all play this game for. One thing I'll knock this game for is its length. You can finish the game in under an hour, with not much to do after finishing the game. This game's script also has problems. There are a few noticeable grammatical errors.
Hey, Parappa, where are you going with my car? You've only had that license 10 minutes!
Thankfully, the music in Parappa the Rapper is fantastic. Each level is filled with fun lyrics, catchy production, and unique graphics for its time. Level 1 is with Master Onion. It's a tutorial level, and it eases you into the game perfectly. The second level is extremely catchy and fun to play through. Level 3 is fun, but I think they raised the difficulty a bit too much on this one. Like bro, look how many times you gotta press X and triangle. The song is catchy, so I'll give it that. Level 4 is my favorite. I've lost track on how many times I played this song in my videos. I played this in my Spider-Man video, which you should watch. This level has the right amount of difficulty, and man, this music here is great. Level 5 is the all-mastered rap. Lyrically, the song is insanely repetitive, but I'll admit, this level is pretty fun to play through. The last level is Parappa's Party, and I like everything about it except for the ending. It's cool that Parappa is the one that gets to tell the audience what to say, but there's no transition, no warning, or anything to let you know that it's about to switch. If you played this game for years, this is probably something you're used to, but for a first-time player like me, it made me lose twice back to back. Besides that, this level is pretty fun. With that being said, that's it for Parappa the Rapper. Overall, Parappa the Rapper is flawed, but I had a lot of fun with it. I love its art style, and the music is fantastic. Happy I finally got a chance to play this game, even though I still think the ending of the final level sucks.
Maybe next time.
Man, fuck you. Fast forward to 1999, the success of Parappa The Rapper led to a spin-off titled Jammer Lammy. I was going to try and find a physical copy for like a good price, but yeah, I think I'm just going to emulate the game. The story and the visuals are a huge step up from the first game. The story isn't jumping from one scene to another like the first game. Everything is sort of connected. However, I will say that this game's story is fucking bizarre. So bizarre, in fact, that an entire cutscene was changed in the US due to it being a bit dark. I'm positive you all know what the scene is, but one step at a time. While I do think the visual and story are better, sadly I don't think the music is as good as Parappa The Rapper. That doesn't mean I dislike the music here. Level 1 is with Master Onion again, and I thought it was okay. Level 2 is with a fireman, and I thought it was good, but a bit forgettable. Level 3 is wild. Lammy is taken to a hospital because they think she's pregnant, but in reality, she just ate too much pizza. So level 3 is us helping out the nurse. I enjoyed this one, despite the spamming at the beginning. Level 4 is my favorite of the bunch. The pilot going from angry to chill is so clever, and the melody is catchy. Level 5 is where Lammy loses her guitar. So she goes to the guitar shop, and the owner helps her make one. I think the song is fun. Level 6 is where Lammy slips on a banana peel and fucking dies. Then she goes to hell, and then the game ends. This is the scene that was censored in the US. In the US, Lammy is sent back through time, I'm guessing, and we meet the pumpkin dude in the jungle, which leads us to the next level. Afterward, Lammy is put on stage and is told if she plays well, she'll live again. I'm going off the Japanese release. This is my second favorite in this game, and I had this song stuck in my head for a few days. The final level is Lammy with her band Milk Can. Katie and Masa join us for one last performance, and honestly, I enjoyed this one a lot. Overall, Jammer Lammy is a bizarre mess, but I wouldn't have it any other way. I like the music from the first game a bit more, but man, this game has some good music. This game being so fever dreamish is what gives it its own identity, and I'm happy I got a chance to play this game after all these years. Here's a intermission.
Timothy Reviews will be right back after these messages.
Comes equipped for warfare. Beware of my crime family who got enough shots to share for all those who want to profile and pose.
Call me Meek Mill when I don't play that shit. I keep a K with 50 shots and I spray that shit. Pussy, if you don't mean it, don't say that shit. Cause the shell size of an L to make the Maybach flip. Man, I hate that shit. Niggas be
On April 14th, 2001, Parappa had an anime. Before this video, I never got a chance to watch it. However, I finally decided to tune in, and yeah, the show is enjoyable. First things first, I love the music and the aesthetic of the show, especially the little theme that plays when Parappa is shown on the title card. The first theme song is great too, but it does go on for a bit too long. However, the second theme song is 10 times better and fits the whole hip-hop vibe this show should have. Like, no joke, this version is amazing. It's funny how I was talking about a hip-hop vibe earlier, because this show doesn't actually have that, which isn't a bad thing. The show introduces new characters like Paula, Pinto, who is Parappa's little sister, Matt, and Gaston. I noticed while watching these episodes that they're kind of cut weird, but it didn't hinder my enjoyment. The first episode is titled The Initial Peak. Story-wise, there's a lot going on in this episode. The episode opens up with Parappa being overwhelmed with helping Katie and Sunny, while also trying to play a basketball game with PJ and Matt. Then, the episode shows Katie and Paula having beef for some reason. Then, we're at a garage sale, and Gaster, the character from earlier, steals some money. Finally, the episode ends with Katie and Paula being cool with each other. Not sure why this episode ends with these two characters instead of Parappa, but I still had fun with this one, and I had a few good laughs. The next episode, The Theater Stage is Broken, is paced a lot better than the previous episode. Katie convinces her friends to help rebuild a broken down theater to help Dorothy get her chance to dance. This episode is more straightforward, and I applaud her for that. I also thought the ending of this episode was pretty sweet. Now, seeing how this is a retrospective on the entire Parappa series, I sadly can't go over everything. With that being said, I recommend giving Manuel D's video a watch if you want a more in-depth look into the show. That motherfucker changed his name on Twitter, bro. I will say I enjoyed the final episode of the show and all the clever ways they try to hide Parappa without his hat on. Overall, I enjoyed this TV series. The humor was on point and the animation and music were amazing. Parappa the Rapper, the series, has my recommendation. A few months after the release of the anime, Parappa the Rapper 2 hit store shelves on August 30th, 2001. This game somehow reviewed worse than the first, and I can't find out how well the game sold. I'm gonna assume it didn't sell too well because this is the last game in the series and it's been 22 years. I don't think we're getting a third game. I don't know if this is a hot take or not, but I love this game. And I believe it's a lot better than the first game. There's more levels, the soundtrack is amazing, the story's better, and there's a lot to do after you finish the game. This game fixes all the problems with the first, yet reviewed worse, and I don't get why. So I guess I gotta show you why I love this game so much. The story is about the villain of the game, Colonel Noodles, turning everything into, well, noodles. I gotta lock in, man. So it's up to Parappa, his dad, and his friends to save the world. There's also the side plot of Sunny calling Parappa a baby, so this stupid ass dog starts rapping and dancing to prove he's a man. What I like about the story is that while it's simple, everything gets connected, and it doesn't feel like we're jumping all over the place like the first game. Level 1 is where Parappa and PJ go to a burger shop. The only problem is that all the burgers are turning into noodles. So now it's up to Parappa and Burger Bear to make some burgers. Level 2 is where Parappa and PJ are watching TV, and coincidentally, Master Onion's on TV. So of course we gotta dance to that. Level 3 is where Parappa shrinks himself in PJ, with everyone else being shrunk by Masan. A few seconds later, they meet the Guru Ant, and he claims that he can make them big again. After that, it's on to level 4. Once word gets out on what Colonel Noodle's plan is, Parappa and PJ join the army. I kid you not. This is where we meet Musasia and train. Level 5 is where Parappa and PJ go to a hair salon to see what's going on. Once we walk in, we see the hairdresser Octopus is out of control, so we snap him out of it. Ow! Level 6 is where Parappa's dad finds an old game that can help him save the day. This level is basically where we face off against all the teachers, just like the last game. Level 7 is where we finally find Colonel Noodles, and we do what we do best. Level 8 is the final level, and just like the last game, it's a party to celebrate Parappa saving the day. After that, the game ends with Parappa winning a lifetime supply of cheese. Burger Bear's Toasty Buns was a great level to start off with. Just like Master Onion, it's a tutorial to get used to the gameplay. Speaking of Master Onion, the second level, Romantic Love, is easily one of my favorites. I don't know why I love this level so much, but it's so good. Level 3's Big, with the Guru Ant, is another one of my favorites. The instrumental is such a vibe, man. There was a line in this song that was cut. In this line, the Guru Ant says, "I'm the man, everybody knows my name." Originally, he says this. Everybody knows my name. Anyways, the line was cut due to it potentially being offensive. Doesn't matter to me though. I still love this level. Level 4 System Musasia is energetic and I love it. Level 5's Hair Scare is fun and adds the right amount of difficulty. Level 6 Food Court is creative and enjoyable to play. Level 7's Noodles Can Be Beat is enjoyable, but not one I go back to the most. And the same way I felt about the final level in the first game is the same way I feel now. This game doesn't warn you about the switch, but this game does give you a chance to fix your score. Once you beat the game, you unlock a new difficulty, and each time you beat the game, you unlock more difficulties, encouraging replay value. Each level in this game has a versus mode, where you can play with a friend or the computer. Honestly, I enjoy wasting time on versus mode, and coming up with your own rhythm to gain points. Oh yeah, versus mode finally gives Boxy Boy something to do. He interrupts every level to get the player a warm-up, which could be skipped if you don't need it. I forgot to mention it, but for all 3 games, Cool is the highest rank you can get. Once you reach the Cool rank, the level changes around you, and all you have to do is keep the going. Now I understand that this game is a bit easier than the first and Jammer Lammy, but man, I still love this game. Parappa The Rapper 2 is such a fun time. Parappa was a special series. I enjoyed playing all 3 games and watching the anime series. This game had a huge impact, so much so that a certain game blew up due to the similarities it had with Parappa. Is that game still coming out or what? To wrap this up, I enjoyed my time with the Parappa series. Getting to experience the music and the visuals again was a pleasure, and hopefully sometime in the future, Parappa will get his time to shine once again.